Right now, as you listen to this, your brain is attempting to process roughly 11 million bits of information every single second. Your eyes are bathed in high-frequency blue light. Your spine is curved over a glowing display. And deep within your bloodstream, an invisible cascade of cortisol and adrenaline is quietly circulating at elevated levels. We have normalized a state of perpetual hypervigilance, living in concrete boxes and moving between screens.
Scientists call this directed attention fatigue, or in everyday language, total cognitive burnout. But back in 1982, the Japanese Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries noticed an alarming surge in stress-related illnesses, depression, and sudden overwork deaths among tech workers in Tokyo.
Their response wasn't a complex pharmaceutical cocktail, a mandatory seminar, or a time management app. It was a simple, counterintuitive public health initiative called Shinrin-yoku, which translates directly into English as forest bathing. And today, this ancient biological reboot is being validated by modern neuroscience and integrated into clinical medicine across the world.
To truly understand Shinrin-yoku, we first need to strip away our modern misconceptions about nature. When Westerners hear the word nature retreat, we usually imagine strenuous alpine hikes, tracking mileage on GPS watches, reaching mountain summits, or logging 10,000 steps on a fitness tracker. But Shinrin-yoku is the exact antithesis of performance.
There is no destination. There is no minimum pace, no heart rate target, no elevation gain, and absolutely no goal to accomplish. In forest bathing, you are not walking through nature as a backdrop for exercise. You are immersing yourself within it, using all 5 human senses.
When you practice Shinrin-yoku, you might cover less than 200 yards over the course of an entire hour. You stop to touch the rough texture of tree bark. You listen to the subtle friction of wind moving through cedar needles, and you inhale the damp, earthy aroma of the forest floor. It is not about cardio. It is about presence.
For decades, skeptics dismissed forest bathing as mere folklore or a simple placebo effect, claiming that people just felt better because they were taking a break from work. But in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Dr. Qing Li, a senior professor at Nippon Medical School in Tokyo, set out to uncover the actual biochemistry behind the phenomenon. He brought participants into deep forest environments and measured their blood, saliva, and immune markers before and after the trips. What he discovered fundamentally shifted human biology. Trees, particularly evergreens like pine, cedar, and oak, release natural organic antimicrobial compounds called phytoncides. These volatile organic chemicals, such as alpha-pinene and limonene, are the tree's natural defense mechanism against insects, fungi, and bacteria. When humans inhale these airborne phytoncides, our immune system undergoes a remarkable transformation. Our body drastically increases the count and activity of natural killer, or NK cells. These specialized white blood cells are our frontline defense, responsible for identifying and destroying virus-infected cells, as well as potential tumor cells. Dr. Li's clinical trials demonstrated that a 3-day forest immersion increased NK cell activity by more than 50%, and amazingly, this elevated immune response sustained itself for up to 30 days after returning to dense urban environments. Furthermore, physiological scans showed a 16% drop in salivary cortisol, a significant reduction in blood pressure, and a 55% surge in parasympathetic nervous system activity,
the branch responsible for digestion, cellular repair, and deep rest. Because of these undeniable scientific findings, forest bathing is no longer viewed as an alternative wellness trend. It is rapidly becoming mainstream preventative medicine in the West. In Scotland, National Health Service doctors in Shetland made headlines by becoming the first medical providers in the United Kingdom authorized to officially prescribe nature therapy for chronic conditions, including anxiety, high blood pressure, depression, and cardiovascular disease.
Across the Atlantic, the organization ParkRx America has built a network of thousands of licensed doctors and healthcare providers who write digital, trackable prescriptions for time spent in public parks and forests.
Medical institutions are realizing a profound truth. Human beings did not evolve to spend 93% of their lives indoors under fluorescent lights. Chronic stress places an enormous economic burden on our healthcare systems, and prescribing time in nature carries zero financial cost, zero negative side effects, and yields immediate, compounding physiological dividends.
If you want to unlock the true physiological benefits of forest bathing yourself, you cannot simply go for a casual stroll while checking your notifications or listening to a podcast. You need a structured framework. Here is the 5-step protocol used by certified Shinrin-yoku guides around the world.
Step 1. The digital threshold. Before your foot hits the dirt path, turn your phone off completely. Not on silent, not on vibrate, but fully powered down. If your brain knows a digital ping can reach you, your prefrontal cortex remains in a state of background alertness.
Step 2. The sensory scan. Stand completely still at the trail entrance for 2 full minutes. Close your eyes and cycle through your senses. What is the quietest, most distant sound you can detect? Feel the temperature of the air on your skin. Inhale deeply through your nose and isolate the smell of soil, moss, and pine needles.
Step 3. Micro-pacing. Begin walking, but intentionally drop your normal speed by 90%. Imagine moving in slow motion. If you feel the restless urge to hurry up, notice that impulse. Set it aside and slow down even further. Step 4. The stillness anchor. After 20 minutes of slow movement, find a comfortable place to sit, on a log or lean against a tree. Remain still for 15 to 20 minutes. When you sit quietly long enough, the forest adapts to your presence. Wildlife returns, birds resume singing, and your autonomic nervous system synchronizes with the natural environment. Step 5. The threshold return. Before leaving, pause at the edge of the woods. Take one deep, conscious breath to acknowledge the transition before returning to your busy life.
Modern society has built incredible tools, hyper-efficient cities, and instantaneous communication. But under the hood, our underlying biology remains unchanged. We are still evolutionary creatures, wired for the sound of rustling leaves, the visual geometry of tree canopies, and the natural smell of earth after rain. Shinrin-yoku is not an indulgence or a luxury. It is an essential biological tune-up for an overworked world. My challenge to you this week is simple. Leave your phone behind, find a quiet forest, park, or woodland, and give your mind and body 60 minutes of true, unfiltered immersion.
If you found value in this deep dive, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below sharing your favorite place to reconnect with nature. Until next time, slow down, take a deep breath, and step outside.